All right, good evening. Just underway here on the campus of Cocoa High School, where it's senior night for the Tigers, and it's 3-2 Cocoa on top. Let's get you the starters for both these teams between the Tigers and the Hawks tonight. For the Viera High School Hawks, it's going to be Dre Williams, Justin Weatherspoon, Avery Keith, A.J. Tony, and Nick Motti. For the Cocoa Tigers, it's going to be Jamari A. Robinson, Vic Zador, O.J. Ross. Big number 44 in there, Elijah Davis, and number 2, Casey Carroll. The last time these two teams got together, it was Casey Carroll's 3 at the buzzer that won it for Cocoa. 7:20 to play, first quarter, 3-2 Tigers on top. These two teams, as I said, met back on January 21st. That was a 63-60 Cocoa win. Head coaches for each team, Edward Fuzzy Jones. It's in his 4th season, 52 and 51. For Viera, it's Logan Keith in his 3rd year here at Viera. He's 44 and 33, but his 14 years at Rockledge has him inching ever so closer to the 200 career win mark. The Cocoa Tigers come in averaging 57 points a game. They give up 57 points a game. That's why they're staring at 8 and 11. The Hawks come in giving up 54 points a game, or scoring 54 points a game and allowing 49. This is Jamari A. Robinson with the layup off the glass, and it's 5-3 Tigers. Keith with the inbound pass now. He gets it back to Dre Williams. Williams being guarded by Casey Carroll. Across the timeline with it. Like to thank and welcome Jim Williams, the greatest Cocoa Tiger fan in the history of the school. Jim is, thank you for your service, Jim, in Camp Casey, South Korea. A little pull-up jump shot from Dre Williams is drained, and we're tied at 3. 6:33 to go. Cross-court pass to Robinson. Jamari A. fires from 3. No good. Rebound, though. O.J. Ross kicks it out. No, check that. That was Caleb Dobbs with that board. And that ball is a whistle and a foul. Dobbs has checked in. Carroll set to inbound here. We'll explain the teams. Zydor for 3. Too much. Rebound goes to the 6'7 senior, Nick Motti. A.J. Tony with it. Kicks it over in the corner for Keith for 3. Indeed. And Avery Keith, the senior guard, gives Viera an 8-5 lead. Remember the last time these two teams got together, Viera had a 17-point lead at one point, and the Tigers came all the way back to win at the buzzer. That shot no good from Dobbs. Rebound gets back out to Jamari A. Robinson. Robinson over to Dobbs in the lane to Davis. Davis loses the grip, but there to follow that up with no luck at all on that rim there was Dobbs. And I don't know how that ball didn't fall, but it didn't. And the lead stays at 8-5. The Tigers are 13-5 all time against Viera, but the Hawks have won 2 of the last 3, except for the game back on January 21st. That 3-point shot from 5:20, no good. Rebound goes to Dre Williams, and he long passed. That wasn't going to make it with the speed of the Tigers. Robinson steals. He'll bring it back down. Coast to coast, spins, turns. That's as pretty as it gets from Jamari A. Robinson, and it's 8-7. And right back down the floor, and we got a whistle and a foul. I'm not sure if this is a 2-shot foul or what this is. It is indeed a 2-shot foul as Justin Weatherspoon, the junior guard, goes to the line. 8-7, 5:08 to play here in the first. And the first free throw attempt up from Dre Williams is good. And it's 9-7 Hawks on top. Your referees tonight, Billy Simmons, Michael Totten, and the Hall of Famer in my mind, Steve Muzzy. Dre Williams' second free throw attempt is up, and it's good. And he hits them both, and that's where you want to be. The lead is 3, 10-7 for the Hawks. Robinson across the midcourt stripe with it. Gets it over to Dobbs. This is Zydor in your living room. Davis is at the elbow. Back over to Robinson. He's double teamed now. Dobbs, head fake, pass fake. Count the bucket. The end one, and Dobbs goes to the line with an opportunity to tie it at 10. It's 10-9. Coco comes in at 8 and 11. Viera is 12 and 10. Coco's still in a good position if they can't win the district tournament to get into the FHSAA field, but you got to make those. Zydor follows the shot, and that is Robinson for 3, no good. Whistle and a foul on Victor Zydor. And already fouls becoming an issue. And A.J. Toney, the senior guard, inbounds. This is Dre Williams with it, working the point. Coco guarding them in the half court. And Jamari Robinson's 14-foot vertical right there was on display. The Missouri Valley State commit. This is Avery Keith with it. Keith slips, falls, down does Justin Weatherspoon, and unfortunately, that's a travel. The lead stays at 1. It's 10-9 Viera with 4:18 to go in the first quarter. Casey Carroll with it across the timeline here. Robinson into Davis at the elbow. Davis back to Carroll. Back to Davis. Opening the corner here is O.J. Ross. And that ball goes out of bounds. Quite a few commits the other day. You had Jamarier commit to Missouri Valley State, O.J. Tennessee Tech, Virgil Western Kentucky, Victor Zydor Allen University, and Donovan Giles for Viera committed to FAU. This is O.J. with it. O.J. dribble drives in the lane, hits the floater, and the Tigers with a 1-point 11-10 lead. Weatherspoon being guarded by Robinson. Good defense by the Tigers. Kicks it out to Keith, who's wide open for 3. In and out, no good. Motti comes in for the board, taps it back out. That is Donovan Giles, the FAU commit, with the board. Outstanding athlete is Giles. 887 receiving yards this year. Motti underneath turns, and Nick Motti will go to the line and shoot 2. You ain't kidding. You ain't kidding. I just went over them. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The only football commit on your team is Donovan, right? The only football commit you guys have is Donovan, right? Yeah. Getting up and getting set to check in is Antonio Rios, and Nick Motti, the big guy, knocks it down, and it's 12-11. I'd like to welcome in everyone watching here on the Brevard Sports Network as Motti gets a well-deserved rest. Jamari A. Robinson will walk it up, and now he'll speed it up. Kicks it over to Casey Carroll, back to Robinson. O.J. Ross is number 1 here in your corner. This is Carroll with it. He's being guarded by Amir Kaysen. Davis, nice move inside, turns. How about that block from Rios? Ball goes out of bounds and back to the Viera Hawks, but they throw the ball away. They being Coco, and it'll go back to Viera. 2:53 to play here in the first quarter, and the Viera Hawks have a 12-11 lead. And Jamari A. Robinson drills a 3, his second of the game. That's point 7 and 8 for Jamari A., and it's 14-12 Coco. And O.J. Ross on Justin Witherspoon. Ross so fast. Rios is there, though. The little jump hook, and we're tied at 14. The Tigers push the ball back down the floor. Ross with it at the top, very, very top of the key. This is Casey Carroll inside tried to pass. He was the only one in the lane. Justin Weatherspoon with it. Zydor on him. Giles, they say he traveled. I didn't see the travel there. Made a step forward with both feet. 2 minutes to go. First quarter. 14-14's our score. Good start for both teams. Robinson, he'll fire that one way out, and it's no good. Rebound goes to Avery Keith. He hands it off to Justin Weatherspoon. Back down the floor come the Viera Hawks. O.J. Ross on Weatherspoon. 1:40 to go. 4 fouls for the Tigers, 2 fouls for the Hawks. Keith being guarded now by Cam Lee, who is in. Back to Weatherspoon. 128. Weatherspoon with a nice head fake on Ross. Gives it out underneath Donovan Giles. And they're going to call a charge on Giles. I'm not sure about that, but that is a foul on Giles, his first, and that'll be the third team foul. You can see the look on the face of Coach Keith. I don't think he was pleased with it either. Ross. OJ says, you know what, I like that look. Off the front of the iron, no good. Whistle and another foul. Let him play, let him play. The lob pass inbounds kind of hit the back of the backboard, and down they go. And Donovan Giles with a finger roll move, and he works his way to the line as the foul will be called on Cam Lee. Steve Muzzy with the call on that one. We're still tied up at 14, 61 seconds to play in the first quarter. Coming up at halftime, it'll be senior night. We're going to stay here and show you the senior night presentation. We'll unplug the headset and get you going on that. 15-14 as Giles drains the first, his first point of the game, and the Hawks with a 1-point lead. Right now, number 21 is Dylan Jordan on the floor. Giles' second free throw, nothing but net. 16-14. Giles drains them both. Under a minute here. Casey Carroll with the long three, no good. Dylan Jordan with the board. Will Hawks hold for the last shot? Let's see here. This is Amir Kaysen with it. Giles dribbles, has it taken away by O.J. Ross. 30 seconds to go, 30 seconds. The long pass to Cam Lee just saved my life. Stripped away by Dylan Jordan. Elijah Davis throws it back under his basket. Kaysen comes away with it down. And O.J. Ross says, no, you're not taking that to the hole in my house. And Elijah Davis all the way back down the floor. And we're tied at 16. Great transition basketball by the Tigers there. And with 4.8 seconds to go, Michael Totten calls a jump ball. Good first quarter of play. 4 seconds here. A.J. Toney with it. Can he get it? Pulls up. No. We have reached the end of the first quarter with your score. The Cocoa Tigers 16 and the Viera Hawks 16. Fresh 8 on the clock. This is a much better start for, if you're a Cocoa fan, this is a much better start than the Tigers got the last 2 times these teams got together. As I said, at halftime, I think it was a 17-point lead for Viera. And the Hawks the Tigers came out strong in that second half, and they were able to chip away at it. It wasn't anything big in terms of runs. They just hit 3s to 2s and eventually chipped away at it. And then coming down the stretch, Casey Carroll got the ball with about 7 seconds to go and fired up a 3. Yeah, I heard Jalen was out. He twisted his ankle at practice yesterday. Talking to Coach Keith beforehand. Jalen Moreland, of course, the pivotal 3-point shooter for the Hawks. And Next week, Viera's got a district tournament as well, so better to rest up for that than really to play in what is, no game is ever meaningless, but right now, if you've got an injury, it's better to rest it for that district tournament. Cam Lee inside turns. How about that block? That's a jump ball. And that's a great play by Antonio Rios. Antonio Rios has come in and played some outstanding defense for Coach Logan Keith. This is A.J. Toney with it. He goes down the floor. Back to Kaysen. That's Dylan Jordan running the baseline. Underneath. If you're going to get a pass like that inside with the floater, that thing's got to be at least 12 feet in the air. The verticals on these players these days is astounding. I was watching them in practice warm up and just running in casually doing layups. It was like, my goodness, like almost a dunk contest. In the corner, Ross, Dylan Jordan jumps up. Jamari A. Robinson with it. Nice head fake inside off the glass. No good. Jordan with the rebound. He gets it out to Kaysen. 7:13 to go in the half. Giles, nice save. And I believe that goes out of bounds off a Tiger. And that'll be Viera basketball. 16-16 is our score. There you see the clock in the upper right-hand corner. 5 fouls for Coco, 4 for Viera. We've had a lot of whistles so far. Rios gets the inbound and gives it to Kaysen. It's Jordan, Kaysen, Giles, Toney, and who am I missing? Somebody for Viera. Underneath, Giles kicks it out to Jordan. That goes off of Jordan. Dylan Jordan, Rios, Kaysen, Toney, and Giles. That's the 5. And for Coco, it is Jamari A. Robinson, Casey Carroll, O.J. Ross, Cam Lee. And checking in right now is number 11, Jaquez Green. Nice job getting that ball to Ross. Underneath, no look, Lee. Pass was a little off by the Tennessee Tech commit. 6:30 to go. 16-16's our score. Whistle and a foul. That foul called by Billy Simmons. And that's going to be 6 on Coco. Quickly approaching the 1-and-1 here with 6:26 to play in the first half. Viera, a good free throw shooting team. This is Rios with it. Rios immediately double teamed in the corner. You can't see him. Gets it to Kaysen. Kaysen underneath. Kicks it out to Dylan Jordan for 3. That looked really good coming off. It was. And Jordan drops the tray, and it's 19-16. Viera. Casey Carroll. No good. So after hitting 2 of his first 2, Jamari A. Robinson's missed his last 2 threes. This is Kaysen, spins, turns, can't get it to go. Cam Lee hauls it. Nice play by Donovan Giles to get in there and tie it up. But Steve Muzzy says, that's Coco ball. Checking in for the Tigers is number 24, Jameer Smith, the junior. So now it's going to be Green, Ross, Smith, and Swipes just checked in. Virgil Marshall and Jamari A. Robinson. He's got the ball. Tigers trail by 3, 19-16. Jaquez Green for 3, no good. Dylan Jordan with the rebound. Gives it off to Rios, who gives it back to Dre Williams. Williams back in the game, working the ball, and the point. He's being guarded by Ross. Nearly had his pocket picked. This is now Victor Zydor, and Zydor will be called for the foul. That's the 7th, and we'll go to a 1-and-1. So to the free throw line goes Dre Williams for the 1-and-1. One will get you 2. He's got to make this. Antonio Rios checks out. He's done an outstanding job coming off the bench here tonight defensively. And Dre Williams' first free throw buys him a second. The lead is 4 at 20-16. Viera 4 for 4 from the charity stripe tonight. And the lead is 5 for the Hawks, 21-16. O.J. Robinson, Ross looking inside, not there for Smith. Ross again wants that pass to Smith. Ross takes the three, and Coco's missed their last 4 threes down the floor, but Virgil Marshall comes in, swipe, tries to follow it up. He couldn't get his shot to drop, and the Hawks looking to take at least a 7-point lead here. Stolen away, and Coco's running. Down the floor, Robinson has it knocked out of his hands. That'll be out of bounds, they say, off of the Hawks. And Jamari A. Robinson will inbound the ball. Right here, Robinson baseline. Keith quickly covers up. Long three-point shot. No good. The Tigers got to try to get that in. Hey, Billy, they fixed that audio issue over on the other game. And Avery Keith increases the lead to 23-16. The lead is 7. Nice job. They wanted the foul. Not going to get it. Thank you, Billy. That's Jaquez Green. That shot no good. And Jameer Smith with a nice job. No, I don't think he did, but they say he did. 23-16, 3:48 to go here in the first half. And we got a whistle and a timeout on the floor. It's a good look at the crowd here tonight. It's senior night here on the campus of Cocoa High School. And we will show you those festivities coming up tonight. So far, I see Go Dillon there. So far, I love the way he's come in. Cocoa tonight's bench players have come off the bench and done an outstanding job. Notably, Dylan Jordan and Antonio Rios. Coach Edwin Fuzzy Jones right now trying to find that combination of 5 because he has got a ton of athletes that works best for him at the moment. Let's talk a little bit about what we got coming up next week as the district basketball championships get set to start. And honestly, for Viera, when you look at where they are ranked, and we're going to do that right now. Let's take a look at that because, Viera always finds a way somehow to win that district tournament. But if they don't, they still have an outside chance to get in to play State Series basketball in the regional finals. And it's going to be tough, but they have a shot to do it, and we'll tell you about Cocoa in a minute. Currently, Viera is 7th in 6A Region 2. And they take the top 4 seeds, automatically get a bid in terms of district winner. So your 4 district winners, Dylan Jordan, again. I don't think that was Jordan. No, it wasn't. That was Sergio Santiago. Sergio Santiago comes off the bench and gives the Hawks a 10-point, 26-16 lead. Virgil Marshall shot, and that ends the 10-0 run. It was 16-16. To start the second quarter, and the Hawks went on a 10-0 run. So Viera, currently Melbourne is the highest ranked team. They are 3rd in 6A Region 2. The Bulldogs will get in should they get upset in the region or in the district tournament next week. So Viera, you got to pay close attention to because again, the 4 district winners automatically advance as Justin Weatherspoon goes to the line to shoot 2, and he'll drop, or shoot 1, the 1-and-1. He'll drop the first one. And then it's the next four best RPIs. As for the Cocoa Tigers, even at their mark of 8 and 12, they are the fifth-ranked team. He misses the second. Fifth-ranked team in 4A Region 2, so they got a good shot even if they don't win the district tournament to get one of those at-large bids. 27-18 is our score. 2:54 to go. That three-point shot no good. Underneath, out of bounds. O.J. Ross now to inbound. It's Ross, swipe for three, no good. Jamari A. Robinson. Kion Calhoun is also in the game. Welcome in Mr. Craig Spencer. To the hoop, off the glass, and to the free throw line to shoot two will go Dre Williams. 2:29 to go, and Dre Williams doing a good job getting himself to the charity stripe tonight. He is 3 out of 4 from there. 27-18, 8 fouls for Cocoa now, 4 for the Hawks. Dre Williams gets a 2-shot foul, and it is 28-18. What's that? Yeah, it should be. Yeah, you're right. It should be 9. They missed the last one. The lead is back to 10. The run is 12-2 to start the second half for Viera. Start the second half to go through the second quarter. Dre Williams' second free throw is good, and the lead is now 11, the largest of the night. Justin Weatherspoon drops them both, and it's 2:22 to go in the first half. Jamari Robinson inside. Whistle by Steve Muzzy and a foul. And Jamari A. Robinson will go to the line. I apologize. I may have said that Dre Williams was at the line originally. It was Justin Witherspoon there. 29-18. Jamari A's first free throw attempt is good, and the lead is cut to 10 again. Nick Motti checks out. Let's see who's watching. Brantley Bostic, Deidre Williams. Oh, I did say Justin was there. Oh, my apologies. Thought I might have. Deja Price also watching. And here comes Witherspoon down the line. And this is Santiago with it. He hit a three and a whistle, and that's going to be a foul on Amir Kaysen. 2:07 to go here in the first half. It's a 10-point Viera Hawk lead. The sixth foul against Viera. They're now 1 away. It should be 9 again for Cocoa. That would put them in the double bonus. Kion Calhoun gets it back to Jamari A. Robinson. 1:53 to go. Kaysen working on. Long three-point shot from Jamari A. No good. Amir comes away with it. Back down the floor goes the Viera Hawks in the corner for Avery Keith. Baseline. Nice move. Just couldn't get it to fall. Kaysen comes swooping in to take the rebound. He'll just pull up from inside the free throw line and drop it. And it's now a 12-point Viera Hawk lead, 31-19. Underneath, Kion Calhoun missed the layup. And Avery Keith is there, very similar to that first meeting between these two teams, where Viera went to the dressing room with a sizable lead. And it looks as though they're about to do the same with 72 ticks left on the clock in the first half. Santiago checks out, and he had a nice three. So right now on the floor, it's Kaysen who will inbound. A.J. Tony, Avery Keith, and we got a timeout, so no sense in going over that. But back to the district tournament in 4A will start next week. Now, I don't know if sometimes they release these brackets. They have released the 4A district brackets, it looks like, on Max Preps. If you click on the Cocoa Tigers, they show a game coming up Tuesday. And so we'll go over that bracket with you here real quick. The number 1 seed is Satellite, who's the number 1 ranked team in Brevard County this year. Underneath, Elijah Davis comes away with it. And this is Jamari A. Robinson now down the floor, down the lane, coast to coast. And Jamari A. will go to the line and shoot 64 seconds to play in the first half. Satellite has a bye in the first round of the 4A District 8 tournament. Cocoa is the number 2 seed, and they will host Lincoln Park Academy on Tuesday. They'll play the winner. The winner of that game will play the winner of Palm Bay and Astronaut. And Jamari A. misses the free throw. The lead stays at 12. In the other bracket, Satellite plays the winner between Titusville and Space Coast. Satellite's the 1 seed, Coco's the 2, Palm Bay 3. Titusville 4, Space Coast 5, and Astronaut is 6. I did not see a bracket for Viera online. He makes the second, and the lead is back to 11 with 1:03 to go here in the first half. Amir Kaysen with it. Being guarded by Robinson, stolen away by Virgil Marshall, and here comes Jamari A. Robinson, and he'll get the underhanded, two-handed layup to go, and Cocoa cuts the lead to 9 with 41 seconds to play in the half. The clock is in your upper right-hand corner. We'll keep it in display here. Nice move inside by Weatherspoon. He gets his own rebound, pulls up, misses, and Virgil Marshall with the board. Robinson fires up from 5:20 off the front of the iron, no good. Donovan Giles with the board, out the Witherspoon, back down the floor, off the glass. Count the bucket, and to the line for the end one goes Justin Weatherspoon. 33-22, the lead is 11 with 19.3 seconds to play in the first half. Great hustle by the Viera Hawks there. And he converts it, and the lead is back to 12. To welcome in Miss Kira Joyner. That long three from the corner is no good. And back down the floor we go. That was Travion Thomas with the shot. And guess what? Justin Weatherspoon is back at the line again. Justin having him a night. I'll tell you what, I mean, you keep forcing those. I mean, right now, Coco's got 11 fouls in the first half. And I guarantee you, Weatherspoon has called 6 of them. Double bonus, 2-shot foul here anyway. And it's good. And the lead is 13 at 35-22 with 4.7 seconds to go. If he misses, there's 4 Tigers underneath. Expect a long throw. In and out and in, and Davis, 4.7. Love the way they guarded that inbound. Davis at the buzzer, no good. And we have reached the half with your score. The Viera Hawks outscore the Cocoa Tigers 20-6 in the second quarter, and they lead it 36-22. Waiting to see how they're going to do the senior night festivities here, and then what we're going to do is unplug, and then we will set up for that and present that. We did senior night last week for Satellite. Anytime that we're on the campus and broadcasting these games and a senior night is taking place, of course we try to help create a memory for a lifetime. And so there you go. As they set up the balloons. Again, this was a 16-16 game after one quarter of play, and it's now 36-22. Let's take a walk down here and let me see if I can't get scores. I'm by myself tonight. Caleb is doing the Holy Trinity MCC District Championship game. So see what we got for scores here. So just hang tight with me. All right, your two leading scores for Viera, Justin Weatherspoon with 10, Jamari A. Robinson with 11 for Coco. So we're going to get set here for senior night festivities. Let's unplug and hear the public address announcer here in just 1 minute. Apologize for that. Not sure I can't fix it. All right, so senior night here. We already know Coach Fuzzy's going to take us through it.
Great group of kids, young men, that accomplished a lot, and we're happy to celebrate them tonight, and we're wishing them the best on their next days of their life. Special thank you to each and every one of these seniors for all that you did for the school, the community. You're an awesome group of champions. And we just want to say we love you and we appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, everybody. Here come our Coco 2022 basketball seniors. First up, Elijah Andres Davis.
Elijah Davis.
He is the son of Viera and Cameron.
Son of Loretta and Cameron.
Dad, Jameer, Kate, and Casey. High school sports he's participated in, varsity basketball and football. He's been able to maintain a 3.0 GPA, and he had plans to attend college and football scholarship.
Elijah Davis, big number 44. Cameron Lee. That's quite a contingency right there. God bless the young man. God bless him. My man Swipe, Virgil Marshall. Next senior up. Swipe, of course, going to Western Kentucky. Committed the other day for football. Swipe! .4 GPA. 3.4 GPA. The collective signing class on Wednesday for Coco had a cumulative GPA of 3.2. Coming up next, going to be Travion Thomas, and then Victor Zidor. I'm sorry, Jamari A. Robinson. I didn't even see Jamari A. sitting there. Jamari A. is going to be going to Missouri Valley State. It's a nice basketball. Got a 3.2 GPA. A 3.2. Jamari Robinson set the Cocoa Tiger single season receiving record this year as well. We got O.J. Ross. Tennessee Tech commit. .5 GPA. .35. Damn that transfer portal. Victor Zador. Victor is going to Allen University.
And basketball for Victor Zito. He's had a
3.5 GPA. 3.5. Davion Thomas.
In basketball, he currently has a
3.8 GPA. Travion. All right, that'll wrap up senior presentation. All right, guys, nice job, man. Yeah, that would have been catastrophic. Yeah. Smile, you don't carry the camera. Well, that was almost catastrophic.
Hey, all right. I saw the slide you did for down there, and I like it.
You like that?
It's good, yeah, it's good.
Thank you. We got 9 minutes. All right. Halftime ceremony's over. Halftime warm-up's about to come to an end. 36-22 is our score. All Viera Hawks in that second quarter as they outscored the Cocoa Tigers 20-6. 17 fouls, 18 fouls whistled in the first half there. A lot of fouls, a lot of fouls. So we get set to start back up here. Avery Keith, leading scorer in the first half for Viera, was Justin Weatherspoon. He had 11 or 10. And the leading scorer for Cocoa was Jamarie Robinson. He had 11. Go ahead, dear. As the horn blows. And we are just about ready. All right, guys, let's go. It's the 20th game of the year. You don't need all 10. Apologize for the delay here tonight. Had some issues with the audio. And then we had to plug up the headset for them. And once they got that done, seniors deserve their due. And it was good to see them all watch them walk for senior night for football. And just a great tradition, senior night, whether it's high school or college. Love to see it. All right, under a minute, we're going to get ready to play some basketball here. I'm going to talk to Mr. Muzzy and let him know we don't need 18, 19 fouls in the second half. I'd like to welcome in Craig Spencer. Coach Spence, how you doing? As we get ready to go here. Tigers have won 13 of the 18 meetings between these two teams, including the last meeting back on January the 21st. That game, very, very similar to this. At the half in that one, Cocoa led by 13, it was, 13. And managed to come back, and Casey Carroll hit a shot at the buzzer to win the game 63-60. As we are set. As it'll be Jamarie Robinson, Casey Carroll, Elijah Davis, Caleb Dobbs, and Victor Zador for Cocoa. For Viera, the original starting lineup as well. It's going to be Dre Williams, Justin Witherspoon, Avery Keith, Nick Motti, and A.J. Tony. Underneath, Davis' shot is blocked. Keith's shot or pass attempt is blocked. It'll go out of bounds. 7:33 to play in the third. 36-22. Viera on top. This will be Dre Williams. Hawks in all black, moving from right to left on your handheld device or whatever you're watching on. This is Keith in the corner. And Monty with the little jump hook. And it's a 16-point Coco or Viera Hawk lead. Casey Carroll to Davis, kicks it out to Robinson. Robinson, as he did way back in the first quarter, hits his first three of the second half. He hit his first three of the game in the first quarter, and the lead is back to 13. Down the lane, Weatherspoon kicks it back to Williams. Williams loses a grip. As Jamari A. Robinson helped with that. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Hawks. Backcourt to the senior guard, Dre Williams. Williams being guarded by Casey Carroll. Two great basketball players. Down the lane, off the glass, count. Oh, I didn't call the whistle. Great shot off the backboard by Dre Williams there. And the lead is now 15 at 40-25. Smart passes. He didn't need to pass on that one. That was pretty. That three-point shot, no good. Monty with the board. And Coco in a little bit of trouble right now. Viera fully in control of this one. Stolen away by Casey Carroll. Carroll runs the floor, kicks it out. And that's a travel. Oh, actually called a foul. I thought he traveled. All right. Dre Williams to inbound. Weatherspoon with it. Weatherspoon shakes, bakes down the lane, off the glass. Oh, Coco is opening it up, and Viera is running through the door. 42-25, the lead is 17. Floater's no good. Monty with the board. You get the feel, and once again, the pull-up won't go, and that's going to be called a charge. 42-25 after the charge. Elijah Davis planted his feet there, and Williams one inside. Nice pass underneath the side door, but Viera closes quickly. Back to O.J. Ross to Davis. Davis has Monty on him. Pulling up for three is Caleb Dobbs, and Dobbs hits a much-needed three, and the lead is now 14 at 42-28. Weatherspoon across the timeline with it. His partner to his left is Dre Williams. He's got the ball. This is Avery Keith standing here in your living room. Weatherspoon with it. And Weatherspoon, dribble drive, turns, fires. That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Soft touch, pull up there. And it's 44-28. And Viera, you get the feeling they had a little talk in the dressing room about hanging on to a halftime lead. Oh, my goodness. Justin Weatherspoon. And it's an 18-point lead for the Hawks. You have got to love Weatherspoon's no-fear mentality going down the lane there. Davis on the outside. And Antonio Rios gets set to check in. This is Caleb Dobbs with it. Dobbs again. Long three-point shot is good from Jamari A. Robinson. 46-31. 15-point lead for the Hawks. Weatherspoon with the ball. Will he take that lane again? Zydor cuts it off, and now he's double teamed. So an adjustment made. Avery Keith in the corner. Keith with a good move. This is A.J. Toney for three. Toney shot no good. How about that play by Donovan? Or no, check that. I thought that was Giles. That's Dre Williams underneath. And Williams with a good block out, and he draws the foul. And the Hawks will keep possession. Giles and Rio set to check in. And it is a two-shot foul. He was following up with the bucket, blocking out. That's just great hustle. To the Cocoa Tigers, you can never let a guard get inside you like that. But he did, and not only did he do it, but he drew a foul. And he drops the first one, and the lead is back to 47-31. 16-point Viera Hawk lead. Can he make it 17? Indeed he does. 2 for 2 there, and the lead is 48-31. And this is O.J. Ross with it. Dobbs takes it to the hole and high off the glass. And it's 48-33. 3:14 to go. Coco can't trade twos for threes right now. Donovan Giles, look at nice move by Giles. And I'll tell you, that's Elijah Davis drew the charge the last time, didn't get it that time. 50-30, because it wasn't a charge. 50-33, the lead is 17. Long three-point shot off the side of the iron, no good. And everybody goes to the floor. Coach Keith wanted a foul on that. 2:47 to play here and there's a good look at Dre Williams, who had an outstanding start to this second half. And this is the other student athlete that had a great start to this half, Justin Weatherspoon. That one was way high and way deep and way out of bounds. So much so I couldn't even catch it on the camera. 17-point Viera Hawk lead. Dobbs across the Tiger. Ross. This is Robinson underneath, and Victor Zydor to kiss off the glass for the easy two. And it's 50-35. Nice give and go there. This is Kaysen with it, and he runs into, and Coach Logan Keith putting on quite a show with the facial expressions. He's on the right side of your camera. 15-point lead. Robinson to the hole, and again off the glass. Here come the Tigers, 50-37. They've cut the lead to 13. And that'll be a foul. And back to the free throw line to shoot two will be Justin Weatherspoon. That's got to be about the 8th or 9th foul he's drawn tonight. It's an out-of-bounds play, not a. I don't know about that. I thought that was a shooting foul. It looked like for me. Unreal there. Reach around foul on Victor Zydor. Thank you, sir. We got a whistle and a timeout here. I'm standing between referees. There's a look at the Viera Hawk cheerleaders under the guidance and tutelage of Coach Cheryl Dravis. And the Cocoa Tiger cheerleaders. 1:27 to play in the third. The lead is 13 now. Even though it's just a slight 4-0 run here for Cocoa. But if you're Viera, you got to be thinking just a little bit. When does the lead get cut to the point to where you start going back to that game from January 21st? Inside Rios. Weatherspoon is there, stolen away. This is O.J. Ross underneath the Dobbs. And the easy layup. The lead is 11. 50-39. They get it to single digits. They got a good, we'll have us a fourth quarter here. Dobbs on Kaysen. Nearly threw it away, but guess who's there to save the day? Weatherspoon kicks it to Keith. Keith tried to pass underneath. Kaysen is there again. Under a minute, 45 seconds to go. Zador trying to pick his pocket here. Kaysen too. And he does. Gets his pocket picked. Whistle. And Logan Keith is going to get teed up. And that's going to send. It was just a matter of time on that one. That's going to be a 2-shot foul against Logan Keith. And you can just see that coming. As Cam Lee will take the 2 shots. And Lee will drop the first, and if he makes this one, it'll cut the lead to 9, but the Cocoa Tigers will get the ball back with 35.6 seconds to go, and Cam Lee drains them both. And now we've got a game. 35.6, and Cocoa with the ball following the 2-shot technical to head coach Logan Keith. He was teed up by Steve Muzzy. .30 seconds to go. Lee at the elbow with it. Rios again doing a great job. Whistle and another foul call. This one going to be on Donovan Giles. They did, Tyrone. I agree with you. They definitely did. And stolen away. And right now, Justin, there's another. It's a travel they called. And 10.6 seconds to go. And the Tigers likely to have the final possession. I'd like to welcome in Coach Giscombe on the feed. Coach Giscombe this year was a finalist for Brevard Sports Network Coordinator of the Year. That Rockledge Raider defense was outstanding. One of the best in the county this year. And consider the youth that team had. Off the glass, Lee can't get it to go. Rios has come in and fought hard. And he alters the shot of Lee and doesn't allow Cocoa to score at the buzzer. So we have reached the fourth quarter. Cocoa closed in a hurry. Down by 17. They now only trail by 9. Oh, my goodness. Right? Welcome in, Mr. Mark Christian. How you doing, Mr. Mark Christian? Got a Christian coming through here next year for sure, playing some basketball. Can't wait to see him next year. Had a great year. All right, 8 minutes on the clock, 50-41. Let's see what the Tigers can do here. Can they do what they did back on the 21st? Donovan Giles down the lane. Count the bucket. Giles to the line. That's a better start than they had back on the 21st. And Donovan Giles, who's already 2 for 2 from the line, will look to give the Hawks a 12-point lead. Donovan Giles, 3 for 3 from the line. Jamari Robinson with the ball now. He'll kick it over to Caleb Dobbs. Dobbs back to Robinson. Inside the lead, ball stripped away by Rios. And Justin Witherspoon can't get the layup to go. Cam Lee is there for the rebound. Robinson with it. Over to Dobbs. O.J. Ross wanted it underneath. Dobbs short. Shot is short. Thrown out. This is Dobbs on Robinson. And how about that? Witherspoon. Look at the hustle from Justin Witherspoon. Chases the ball down, gets it back. He didn't get the shot to go. But you got to appreciate the hustle. Long three-point shot from the senior Cam Lee is no good. And Antonio Rios with the rebound. Amir Kaysen with it. Dobbs nearly picked his pocket on that, and we're going to get a timeout by Logan Keith, who saw a turnover coming, and I think that was a good call there. Welcome in Mr. James Rowe Jr. Welcome. Watching. You know, James, I'll tell you, it was funny because during senior night out there, as I was standing out on the court filming it, I had a flashback, a deja vu moment, if you will, back to the retirement of one Mr. James Rowe Sr. a couple of years ago when we showed that ceremony live, and just what an extraordinary evening that was. And every time I go out on the court and show a senior night here or something, I always flash back to that moment. All right, let's set the table for you. 6:52 to go here in this one. It's 53-41. The Viera Hawks lead it. You're going to have Antonio Rios, Avery Keith, Amir Kaysen, Justin Witherspoon, and Donovan Giles on the floor for Viera. Jamari Robinson, Caleb Dobbs, Victor Zador, Virgil Swipe Marshall, and O.J. Ross for Coco. And a quick whistle and a travel call. And that'll be a turnover back to Coco. There you see the clock in your upper right-hand corner, 53-41, 6:41 to go. Dobbs with it. Witherspoon on him. Over to Swipe. Virgil Marshall. Virgil got to be careful there. Western Kentucky commit. Jamari out of bounds. Tigers will retain possession. Robinson set the inbound. Robinson committed the other day to Missouri Valley State. O.J. Ross to Tennessee Tech. Donovan Giles to Florida Atlantic. Victor Zador to Allen University. I think I got those right. Zador cleans up underneath, and the lead is back to 10. Brevard County had 63 student athletes sign national letters of intent to 48 different colleges and 7 different sports. Look at that move. Everything but the basket there. And Ross and Coco's cut the lead to 8. It's 53-45. 5:45 to go. We got us a game. Kaysen with it. Underneath Giles. Reverse. No good. Witherspoon is fouled. Grabbing the rebound, and I believe it's going to go against Jamari Robinson. No, it does not. It goes against Virgil Marshall. Fuzzy will take that. 53-45, inbound pass now coming. Kaysen looking. He's got Witherspoon, not anymore. Giles underneath, great move. Reverse layup underneath the backboard, falls. The lead is back to 10. Down the floor go the Tigers. Robinson with it. Into Marshall. Marshall has it stolen away. This is Justin Witherspoon. Witherspoon, I wouldn't say the easy layup, but it was a layup. Nice job by Witherspoon, and it's 57-45. And the Hawks, they let them get close, but they just won't let them in any further. That ball touches the top of the backboard. It's out of bounds. And the ball will go back to Viera with 5:03 to play. 57-45. As Casey Carroll checks in, Virgil Marshall will take a seat. Coco's going to make their runs, but the thing that happened to Viera the last time was they quit hitting their foul shots, and they quit hitting the easy buckets. Jamari A. Robinson cuts it to 10, and it's 57-47 with 4:53 to play. Full court press is on. Kaysen is caught in the corner, and Logan Keith quickly takes a timeout. So the timeout situation, 4 remaining for Coco, 1 for Viera. 5 fouls for Coco, 1 for Viera. If indeed that's up to date. Back to National Signing Day. Again, 7 different sports. We had sports from gymnastics to, of course, football. Football had the most sports. I believe we had 37 signed national letters of intent in football. Merritt Island and Coco tied for the most with 13 signees. You had Astronaut with 6 signees as well. Rockledge, if you go to their softball players tonight, and the 4 players they had the other night, it's 7 for the Raiders. So the Raiders at 7. O'Galley with 5. Palm Bay with 4. Viera with 7 as well. So another outstanding day for Brevard County student athletes set to play at the next level. 4:48 to go. Avery Keith set to inbound. He does to A.J. Tony. It's Tony, Giles, Kaysen, Witherspoon for Viera, and they have that full court. Broken. They broke the press. Witherspoon couldn't get the roll. Knocks the ball out to Tony. Over to Kaysen. 4:26 to go. 57-47. Viera on top of Coco. Stripped away. And this is the easy layup for Caleb Dobbs, and the lead is back to 8. Avery Keith was that over on him. Keith, nice job. Just takes it straight to the bucket, right off the glass. 4 minutes to play. 4 minutes. Dobbs over to Carroll. Carroll back to Dobbs. They'll swing it around the perimeter. Robinson. Carroll. Nice job by Witherspoon. Underneath, too. Kaysen and Jamari A. Robinson comes flying in last minute, blocks that, but that does not discount what Witherspoon just did defensively for Viera. 3:49 to play. Dre Williams set to inbound here. He does. He finds Giles. Giles has it stripped away. Down the floor, and there's the dunk from Jamari A. Robinson. That'll get the crowd going. Maybe the Tigers, too, with 3:35 to play. The lead is back to 8 underneath, and that won't go. But Giles will go to the line and shoot 2, where he has been perfect tonight. 3 for 3 from the charity stripe tonight for Giles. He toes the line. First free throw is up and good. He's 4 for 4 tonight. That went a little short. I jinxed him. That's my fault. 3:25 to go. 9-point lead off the glass. Lead is down to 7. Shortest the lead has been since early second quarter. Long cross-court pass to Witherspoon. Over to Donovan. Donovan back to Keith. They got to settle it down. Settle it down. Witherspoon. Out of bounds. That goes back to Coco. They got to settle the ball down. Coco with a chance to cut the lead to 5. A 3 cuts it to 4. This is Jamari A. Robinson inside. No good. The tip back in won't go as Victor Zador comes away with it. Calls a jump ball. Possession error belongs to Coco. 60-53, 2:53 to go. This is Ross in the corner. Long, dangerous cross-court pass to Carroll. Carroll, Dobbs for 3. And it's a game! Caleb Dobbs with the 3. The lead is 4. Wow. 60-56. A 17-point lead down to 4. And Donovan Giles comes back and hits a big bucket. The lead is back to 6. Jamari, no good, too far. How about the play there by Dobbs? Got to get the bucket, though. And Giles again with a big rebound, stolen away. Jamari underneath. He's fouled by Keith. Makes the basket to the line for the end one. Goes the Missouri Valley State commit with a chance to cut the lead to 3. Jamari A. Robinson. No good. Whistle and a violation. Jamari A. will get another shot at this. (62-58). Viera on top. Robinson looking to close the lead to 3. He does. 62-59. Timeout on the floor. 1:56 to play. Wow, what a game. Was 17-point lead. Very, very reminiscent of that game. I mean, it is exactly the same thing. Exactly the same thing as it was back on the 21st of January. 62-59. Viera on top. 4 fouls for Coco. 2 fouls for Viera. I'm sorry, 6 fouls for Coco. 2 fouls for Viera. 4 timeouts left, according to the scoreboard, for Coco. 2 for the Hawks. The Hawks have allowed a 17-point lead to whittle away. It's Giles, Weatherspoon, Williams, Kaysen, and Keith for Viera. For Coco, it's Zydor, Dobbs, Carroll, Robinson, and Ross. Look at that. Nearly it is stolen away. And it's a chance to tie with a 3. Oh, my! 62-61. Casey Carroll to the line for the end one with a chance to tie. How about that? In and out, no good. That's where the Tigers have struggled for sure tonight. Hitting their free throw and Fuzzy didn't like that call. And the fans in the stand, the referees in the stands for Viera want a tech called against Fuzzy. 62-61. And this is what we saw from the Hawks back on the 21st in terms of when we got to this time of the game, and it is a 1-1 situation. And I tell you what, Dre Williams has been good from the line tonight, so he's got to come up big here. The team that hits these free throws in the last $1:43 wins this basketball game, and it really doesn't come down to anything other than that. And Dre Williams drops the first. It'll get him a second. The lead is 2. Clutch free throw shooting by Dre Williams. Robinson from 5-20, too much. Way too much. Nice job. This is Avery Keith, and the Hawks are running. The Hawks are running. And they step back over the line here. He stepped on that line right there. And the Hawks, since the Tigers got to within 1, are on a 4-0 run. Kaysen and the ball, actually. 1:25 to go. Carroll nearly stole it away. And that ball. There is not enough. I don't think the thing that either of these teams have really figured out yet in this game is the speed of the other. Both of these teams are so fast, and they still haven't figured out that out yet. You can tell by the passes. Five-point lead. And back to the free throw line. Will go Dre Williams, where he just dropped 2. 72 seconds to play. Indeed, 67-61. And how about Dre Williams down the stretch? 3 for 3 from the charity stripe. Make it 4 for 4, and it's a 7-point Hawk lead. Not over yet if you're a Tiger fan. Three from Carroll, short. Jamari Robinson doing what Jamari Robinson does. Down the lane to the cup, lays it in for 2, and the lead is back to 5. 49-48 with 49.8 seconds to go in the game here. .6 seconds to go, and you hear Mr. Giles in the background. He's right. They got to stop making those long passes. They being Viera. And Coco's got to hit their free throws. Keith running out of time. Push. And that's going to be the 9th foul on a 1-on-1. Not the guy you want to send to the line right now. Dre Williams to the line where he is 4 for 4 in the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. That's 4 points. Take those 4 points off, and it's a 1-point lead. 5 for 5. Clutch indeed. He and Witherspoon, if the Hawks should pull this off, will be our Uberzati players of the game. 6 for 6 from the line down the stretch. Avery Keith steals it away, but knocks it out of bounds. 42.8 ticks to play, and it's 70-63. A 3 here, and but you gotta worry. But this could be the dagger by A.J. Toney. Toney, great job by A.J. Toney. That's a high IQ basketball move right there by A.J. Toney to pull that ball up, and now it's a timeout. And you know, you hear the fans in the background. You don't need to score. You got a 7-point lead. .30.5 seconds to play here. I love it when Deidre Williams and Kira Joyner are on the broadcast. I feel like I have to be at the very, very, very top of my basketball broadcasting game. No doubt about it. Thank you both for your support. Thank all of you for your support on the Brevard Sports Network. And that's an interesting looking shoe that Nick Motti's wearing right there. Look at that thing. What is that right there? Look at those shoes. Goodness gracious. You should laugh at it. Stop it. 30.5 seconds left here. 70-63. Really all Viera needs to do here is just, not turn the ball over. Just hang on to it. Let go. They're going to the free throw line. No, they're going to inbound. Just hang on to the basketball. Let them foul you. They got to foul. Try to get the ball into Dre Williams' hands, who's 6 for 6. And let them foul Dre. And that's exactly what they do. And O.J. Ross going to have to commit the foul. Does not. And this is Toney. And we got a whistle and a foul. Back. Oh, my. No. 24.1 seconds to go. I wouldn't even know about some of these games if it wasn't for you, Miss Deidre. It's so hard to keep up with all of them, and I love the fact that the community will send me, hey, heads up, hey, you doing this, you doing that game, you doing that game, and the referees get together and talk it over and make the right call there, because I didn't see how that was a backcourt violation. 70-63, 24.1 seconds to go. Got to be careful. The referee's explaining it's a technical foul if he reaches over that line. Got to keep those hands straight up. Avery Keith kicks it out, and they're just going to hold it. And that's going to wrap it up because there's only 18 seconds left and a 7-point lead for the Hawks into the free throw line. To shoot two is A.J. Toney. If you're Viera, you just back up, let Toney shoot, and let the Tigers do whatever with the rebound. And Toney makes the first, and the lead is 8. Second free throw attempt is up and good. And I tell you, Viera has been just phenomenal tonight from the free throw line. 13 seconds. So these two teams will split the season series, 1 game apiece. Going to go out of bounds. 4.4 seconds. These will split the season series. The all-time series is now Cocoa 13-6. Oh, nearly got it. trying to put on a show, and Steve Muzzy blows a whistle with 1.4 seconds to go. And it'll be a 2-shot foul. And Victor Zador drops that one. He cut the gap to 8. They tell you what, they come back now, that'll be about the most miraculous thing you'll ever see. Dangerous, he should have won the last. I do agree with you on that for sure. Absolutely. And that'll do it. The Viera Hawks pick up their 13th win of the season and head off the district tournament next week. Got to get past the Melbourne Bulldogs for a state series bid. They still got a chance, even if they don't, in that district tournament. But I'll tell you what, Coach Keith has done a tremendous job the last couple of years in that district tournament, and we'll see how it turns out. So, once again, your final score. Well, they took the score off and that quick, I forgot it. Anyway, have a great night, everybody. Our Uberzati players of the game, Justin Weatherspoon and Dre Williams.